Hi, welcome back to the channel. My name is Marcy, and I just wanted us to discuss something that I have found that is awesome and many people do not do. I recently got certified as a mentor. I realized that I'm mentoring people anyway, so I went out there to get my certification to make sure that I'm actually doing it the right way, and I am again, like the mental health thing, I did not want to cause harm. And one of the things that many people kept asking me is, what does a mentor do? And I was like, a mentor doesn't decide things for you. It's like when people go to a therapist and they expect the therapist to solve their problem. They don't. That's not what a mentor is supposed to do. And a mentor is not supposed to be somebody for you to shadow. I think there are different types of mentorships, and people miss out on the opportunity because they are kind of looking for somebody that they can shadow, and that is not 100% what a mentor always is. So forgive the music in the background. I'm recording from a hotel. And yeah, that's just music that's there that I cannot do anything about. But okay, so here we go. The mentorship that I am doing, the one that I'm offering, and I have been also blessed to have had the opportunity to receive this kind of mentorship, is for administrative assistants, executive assistants, coordinators, and people like that who work in support staff. One thing that I realized at some point in my journey is these positions are quite lonely. You have high level of you have high level of responsibilities and exposure, and not as much level of support. And sometimes you just need somebody who would understand, who can look up to you. And the problem is, the higher you go in this kind of careers, the more the fewer people in your company that you can actually talk to. And sometimes it helps not to go out there divulging your company secrets, but it helps if you have somebody that you can go to and discuss, okay, I am going through uh, this kind of crisis. I have new responsibilities. I'm not very sure what to do with my new responsibilities, and I'm looking for somebody who can who has been through it and who can actually talk me through this. And the best person for this is actually a fellow person who has had a similar career path, or who has managed somebody in a similar career path and can let you know what the difficulties are, what the challenges that you're facing are, and what's unique to you. And sometimes, and even just sometimes tell you that, hey, you are actually doing well. And, that's something that sometimes you need. You actually need somebody who can look at you and tell you, hey, you are doing awesome. And where you are is where you're supposed to be. And that is one of those things that you can get when you're looking for a mentor. So many people look at mentorship as something like, you ask somebody, who is your mentor? And then they tell you somebody they've never even met, like, oh, my mentor is this celebrity and stuff like that. And long distance mentoring, okay, fine, can work. But you need to find somebody around your circle, somebody who is accessible to you, somebody who you can actually talk to, who understands what you're going through. Watching somebody's videos and listening to their advice is awesome, because some of these people have awesome advice, but that is not the kind of mentorship that I'm talking about. I'm talking that I feel like that is more stewardship, guiding you, but not. I feel like the mentoring that I'm talking about is the one where you can actually look, you can actually call up someone. So I have a few mentors that are mentees that I had over the years, and I remember there was one girl that I was mentoring, and she called me one morning and told me, I just received an email inviting me for an interview, and I'm like, oh, that's awesome. And then she's like, yeah, but the interview is next week. And I was like, okay, that's great. What's the problem? She's like, I've applied for jobs for 3 years. I've never been invited to an interview. I don't even know what to wear into an interview. She had been preparing her entire life for an interview, and yet when the interview time came, she didn't even, like, everything disappeared from her head. And it was great that she had somebody, like, that she could call and be this vulnerable and just say, I don't know what I'm doing and I need help. Now, unfortunately, I was doing long distance mentoring. So, yes, I am available by phone, but I'm not available on the ground. So, she was in Kenya and I was in Geneva. So, I told her, okay, you know what? Let's do a video call this evening. You show me what's in your wardrobe and let's talk about it. She showed me what was in her wardrobe. I told her, okay, I think this would be great. I think this would be great. And I think this would be great. But most importantly, which one of those three do you feel more comfortable in? And, small things like this. She did go for the interview. She did get the job. She rocked it. Did not like it after 3 months because it was just not the right fit. But even when it was time for her to decide whether this is the right fit or not, we talked about it. And I was like, you know what? I actually know 2 or 3 people who are in the same career path. How about you talk to these people? And those people are great because they agreed to actually talk to her and encourage her a bit more. And that was one of those things that a mentor can do for you. This is important for business people. If you're running into a business, like right now, I am working on a business idea, and I've looked for somebody who's succeeded in that field, and I get advice from him, and he's been telling me what to do, what to not do, and what lessons he learned over there or across the path. And that has been really eye-opening for me, because then it's helped me to avoid some mistakes that he made earlier on in his business. So this video is basically just to tell you that mentorship is not just for the weak. Mentorship is not just for really, really big people, because some people say, oh, when I'm CEO, then I need the mentorship. No, you need mentorship from at most steps of your life. And mentorship is not you telling somebody what your problems are and that person solving the problems for you. They can guide you, but at the end of the day, you have to do the heavy lifting. And that's just it. That's all you have to do. So thank you. Subscribe, like, and if you have a comment, if you have ever had a mentor, if you think mentorship is a good thing or a bad thing, or if you have something against or for mentorship, let me know in the comment section. Thank you.